After the success of 2015, the Ventnor Botanic Garden invited us back to their beautiful venue. This time, the Isle of Wight Car Club effectively booked the entire garden for the day and invited spectators and the public to enjoy the garden and watch a day of motorsport for free. The only thing we asked in return was that spectators make a donation to the garden to help maintain their rare plants and trees. Now I like the beginning of the season, not only because we get to start motor racing again, but we get to see the cars that people have been developing over the winter. For example, Dan Morgan. The day after Fort Street in 2015, he had his Sub-Zero car in bits and doing some serious R&D to try and make it a bit quicker for 2016. And then there's Chris Wilson. He stripped his special down, completely rebuilt it. Good job he did, because he found that his oil pump wasn't working very well. And now the car looks the bee's knees with its Ken Block paint job. Back in the autumn when John Cooper said that he was going to build a VW Golf with Mazda MX-5 running gear, nobody really knew what to expect. But genuinely, everybody's impressed with his fabrication skills, not only on how it looks, but also how it performs. Steve Glass and Sue Mitchell, for some reason, always end up having a new car every year. This year, they've gone for a Fiat with this rather snazzy Italian paint job. Top tip, Steve, keep it on four wheels. Now, I don't know if you remember the non-championship event that we ran on Valentine's Day. Ryan Munt's car ran like a pig. It turned out that the new engine that he bought for his car dropped a valve. And literally the night before this event, he was putting his engine back together. Now that's dedication. Not only are we glad to be invited back to the Ventnor Botanic Garden again, the owner offered us a new piece of land to add to the circuit. This time, it's the yard where they keep all their maintenance equipment, and we thought this was a perfect place to add a 180. And this turned out to be one of the most challenging parts of the circuit. Having mud on the rear bumper of your car was like having a badge of honour, because that meant you managed to get the back end of your car out and perform the 180 with style. However, having mud on the front bumper of your car meant that maybe you didn't quite make it round in one go.
Mate, is you in my manure? Yeah, exactly. Judging by the mud on the front, you struggled on the 180.
No, I am struggling on the 180.
Have you made it round yet?
No, not with that.
What's the technique for the next one? What's the strategy?
More power.
More power?
More power, and hope I can get the back end out and get around it.
Why not? Perfect.
I think the new addition to the circuit was fantastic. and it was certainly the talking point of the day. Everyone was asking, have you made it round the 180 yet? By the end of the day, most people had nailed it. And being able to perform this 180 either made or broke your lap time. Some people enjoyed it a little bit too much. We had some new faces at Car Club at this event. Nick Mortar in his standard Mini and Paul Jenkins in his modified Mini. Aidan Guy did well to thread his Skoda Octavia through the narrow course, and Johnny Jenkins made a return, this time in a Scooby. It was good to see the Lower family from the mainland again. Kevin and Charlie Lower driving their Skyline and Zach Lower in his BMW. All three impressing the crowds with their driving skills. This car is a Subaru powered sandrail designed for off-road desert racing. Not really suited for such a tight circuit, but hats off to Andrew Lee for trying. To celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Isle of Wight Car Club next year, we've reproduced the original Isle of Wight Car Club car badge. This is now available at a bargain price of £10 and guaranteed to make your car faster. You can purchase these at Race Control at your next event.
Stated performance gains using this Isle of Wight Car Club badge will only work with an increased horsepower from your engine and better driving style.
Alan Marsh, our resident photographer and has been coming to our events for years and years, is now offering prints of some of his images available in A4 size for just £7. Have a chat with him at Car Club or check out his Flickr or Facebook account. Now I know this is only the second year of coming to the Ventnor Botanic Garden, but it's already got a reputation as a bit of a car killer. Dean Long blew the diff out of his MX-5 going up the hill.
Too hot coming up the hill, mate, and the diff fell out of her. Can they handle it, mate? That's what you were on, wasn't it? You pervert.
Revenge for when you stuck it down your pants at K9, mate.
Dan Morgan overdid it going into the maintenance yard and stuffed it into a gate. And not long after, he was joined by Dave Goodwin, who had broken a drive shaft. With Andy and Chris only getting one run each, the special had to go back on the trailer. So why is it on the trailer so early?
Martin said there's a dog on the brakes. All rebuilt, one run each, brake pedal went. So we're relatively happy.
The surface at Ventnor Botanic Garden isn't the smoothest, and Steve Wales' low cost is running very low. So low in fact that he managed to put a hole in his sump big enough that he could stick his finger in. However, nobody noticed until he'd driven most of the way around the circuit, leaving a nice trail of oil for everybody. However, one person that did find the oil was Wayne Hull. Initially, Wayne thought that he could drive the car back to the pits, but luckily the club owned a set of these dollies just for this sort of occasion. The battle for the fastest lady of the day was between Sue Mitchell and Vicky Cox. Sue admitted that she did find the course a little bit intimidating, and Vicky drove her Peugeot with perfection to claim that title. Now let's look at some in-car footage from event winner Ryan Munt with a commentary by Adam Weller.
Let's take a look at Ryan Munt's winning run from Ventnor Botanic Garden. So here we are on the start line, revs building. He's away through the pair of cones, slightly different first section for this year, along the back straight. Quick chicane there just to slow him down a little bit into the first proper braking zone. Tip it down the hill, quick S-bend, shift back into first gear, take this left-hand bend and then fire it down this narrow straight. Dart right, dart left. Nice little chicane there, and now time to go around the roundabout. Just feather the throttle before slamming the power back down again. Heading back towards the chicane here. And look at this, almost diagonally there across the crest. Making sure the car doesn't kick out there. The back end trying to step out on him under the brakes. Here's the new addition to this layout. Quick 180. Perfectly executed there. Nice little drift. Definitely no traction control on this low cost. Back up the hill. Make sure you don't hit the cone on the apex. Back along this back straight section. Dart through the chicane once more. Miss the picket fences. Now around both of these poles into the stop box. And well, as near as makes no difference, that's a perfect lap of the Ventnor Botanic Garden auto test.
I don't think I get to stand on this. I don't think I'll ever get to stand on that. But firstly, thank you everybody for all the hard work that's gone in. Excellent day, I think you'd all say, to those who managed to damage their cars. So that's not such good news, but nobody was hurt, were they? And I think it was a brilliant, professional, good car club event. You don't hear me talking, do you? So third overall was Basra.
Woohoo!
Are you back on form again there? Look, you've got to get up there. Second was Ricky.
Yay!
You forget this, the top guy gets it. And you all know who the top guy was, don't you? Come on, Ryan. You don't need your wheelbarrow this time. Thanks for all what you did to get the venue, because really, you had a lot to do with this, didn't you? Get the venue for us.
Maybe, yeah. You wear last colours next week.
So do I get to give him the...
Yeah, go for it.
Hey.
Thank you.
Right, spray, go! So Ryan Munt dominated this event and in fact was 3 seconds ahead of second place Ricky Shepherd. Matthew Price is on top form in his new MX-5. Chris Greenham fought well in his classic Mini to get 4th place, and Daryl Turner, despite breaking his car, went home, bought a spare car and impressed everyone by claiming 5th place in his standard MX-5. And Dan Morgan, despite stuffing his car into a gate, claimed 6th place. So let's see who came top of their class. Class 1, Nick Mortar in his classic Mini. And as we've just seen, Daryl Turner claims Class 2 in his standard MX-5. Chris Greenham, another classic Mini, but this time it's modified so it's in Class 3. Matthew Price, in his modified MX-5, claims Class 4, and of course Ryan Munt, our event winner, wins Class 5.